Molly.
The following is intended for a mature audience. Your discretion is advised.
Bushy Vision. Coming to you live from the middle of Nowhereville at the corner of Wynham and Dynham on good old Highway 69. From the dungeon, please put your hands together and make some noise for the host of the DungeonMasterBushy Experience, DungeonMasterBushy. Hello, everyone. Welcome. A few of you there in chat. Appreciate you guys for showing up on your Saturday. Molly was top dog there. My support blanket. I was worried nobody was going to show up. Uh-oh. There's a little hiccup there or something. You see that? What's going on? Or is that just me? It does that sometimes, I think, when the stream first starts. There's always like a little bit of a whoopsie-doo. And I see Tanya there in the chat. How's it going, Tanya? I saw you and D were doing some stuff there in the Discord. I'm sorry I could not be distracted. I am trying to focus on getting things squared away for the day or for my stream here, and distractions are already my own problem with myself. So I will take time to tune into D's gaming streaming one of these times, but just I had to keep on my eye on the prize today. So good to see you guys. Good to see you guys in the chat there. Oh, here, let's actually change it over to that's my aquarium there. Got a live aquarium cam. I do see you guys in the chat though. Appreciate you guys. Got Mr. Bowman showing up there too. What's up, Bowman? How you doing today, Bowman? Cool. So, I'm already distracted. See what happens? Doesn't take much, and I'm already distracted. So what's going to happen is today we're going to play some more Timberborn. I did spend some time this week on the map that I started with you guys last Saturday, and I made the beavers do a bunch of stuff, and we've definitely tackled the map a little bit, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys that. At the end of the stream, I will have 3 little clippets from the old YouTube feed. It's basically just things that I see in the feed that catch my eye, and we'll discuss it just a little bit there. Three things from the YouTube feed. Very exciting. And what else? Oh yeah, and then get the fish cam going on here. So after a while, I will feed the fish a little nighttime feeding. So I'll go full screen of that, and you guys can see the fish do fish stuff. I hope you guys are having a good weekend so far and are able to chill out and forget about work or your troubles or whatevs. And just enjoy you for, all your funness. All right, so we're just going to jump into the game here. My voice sounding okay? Am I too loud? It's touching the red of scotch sometimes. I've got a different mic adjustment going on here, so it's trying to get used to sitting up in it and eating the mic. I like choking on it, Haha. Derp. Okay, we're going to continue. Well, yeah, we're just going to continue here. Playing some Delta Farce. Cool. I don't think I ever stop multitasking, Bowman. I'm always multitasking. I got it going on right now. I just have 2 monitors active. Well, minus the television. The television's going on over there. Oh, sweet. The Three Stooges is actually on TV. See, I'm distracted. But the actual image right now for the Stooges, where is it at? Where do I got that? Oh, here I have it actually for Ziller. If Ziller would be out there ever. What's up, Ziller? I know you're out there somewhere. Yeah, this episode right now of the Three Stooges is on, and Curly is currently, he is in it to win it right now at that scene. So it's a very funny episode. It's hilarious. If you don't know that one, I do recommend it. Okay, here, pretty sweet shot here of the game when we log in. Okay, so we will do a little tour of the map and what I've done since you last saw it. So basically what had happened was I started with this reservoir here, and then I expanded a little bit further here to collect water for the drought seasons. As the droughts become longer and longer as the game goes on, I'm in the middle of a 7.5-day drought right now. And so initially when we started playing, the main base here, the welfare office, it's right there. The igloo, district center. And then that was collecting water here in this little section of a quote-unquote river. And this is the source of the water. So I was flowing down here and we were collecting some water. And when the droughts were happening, I couldn't really pump water out of there for very long before it was going dry, and then it was going to kill my crops off. So I made this nice ass, deep Who's Your Daddy for my well pumps. And it's worked out quite nicely, actually. This was the tree farm that I planted and the storage for it, which is all empty right now. But anyways, this is the wood that I'm going, all oak, so eight per chaw down by the beaver. Very good. So that helped construct all this stuff in a close manner, because basically the closer the resources are to where I'm building, the faster it goes. And then there's a nice tree farm right here. This is a very popular one, and here's a 4x3 stack of wood logs. Yep, you guys like the wood. I know you do. I do. And that's then it's very critical part of my game right there, as it feeds my desire to make planks, which right there and right there. And then you make gears from the planks, and then you're making the that's the metal actually, so that's not having to do with the wood. However, I still got it there. And then, you know what I'm saying, Vern? What had happened was, so we have all the wood growing, and then there was a wood farm up here. But I had to, because every once in a while when the bad tide comes in, so that the bad tide is toxic water basically, that contaminates all the ground around it, and it was leaching into this area. So I put these pads down, which mitigates that. And also, I learned that it doesn't let any water get through, actually, so it dried up my area. So this was a tree farm that'll become something else at some point. So these lumberjack stations here, their days are numbered. They're not doing jack shit. But anyways, so we are controlling water there, and it comes down here. Then it goes into this nice reservoir for my quote-unquote unlimited water supply. And then I have 3 medium tanks, and I even have now gone way big. The ego checking water tank here, the large tank, which in terms of storage is the largest you can go. So I'm pretty stoked that I'm able to make those and have made one for sure. 1,200 units of water. All right, all right, all right. And just looking over the chat there, make sure you guys are doing all right. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Oh, Saint's in the chat. What's up, Saint? Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, man. Where is he at? Thanks, bro. Thanks for stopping by, man. And why not? That was for you, Saint. Okay, so back to the game. So then you see what had happened was I decided to go a little bigger on the reservoir action and controlling stuff. So over here, we have made a thing. And this took me some time to farm all the logs and have the beavers navigate their happy asses. See, here's like the trail they take. And yes, the farther away they get from the center here, the district center, it takes a long time, and then they're hungrier and angrier and tired and whatnot. So when the line gets red, you're stretching it. But I will force the beavers to work overtime for my bidding to make this retaining wall. And then this is also so here's another source of water, right? Most of the time, good old high quality H2O. But when it does turn bad and get all nasty, so basically I'll like open the floodgates to this direction here. The good water will come out this direction. But we're in the middle of a drought, so nothing's gonna flow out right now. But when it is bad, I will, clearly close this gate here and open up this gate, and then it'll all spew out nastiness this way. And for now, it does mix into this clean water and exits its way this direction here. Hopefully that wasn't freaking you guys out too much there with the camera controls, as you don't really see my brain. But I'm trying to make it good for you. So anyways, this is going to become another giant-ass reservoir right here in time. But that's on a back burner. We're not going to pay attention here just yet. And also, when I talked about you being further away from the district center, one can make another district and start housing a whole nother, basically, colony of beavers. And you can make a trade district at the border and then actually maneuver materials and goods back and forth that way. And I will most likely get into that later on. Just right now, we're keeping it simple with one district and the beavers just, at one spot. Easier on the bush right now. Okay, so, and here, so this is a source of clean water that I have mitigated, made a giant ass reservoir. So before, when we first started, this is all dry. There was any liquid, here. There you go. Voila. That's what the terrain looked like before, and pretty much was just dry. But now it's green and lush, and actually it's full of wah-wah. Hey, we got Miss Grenades in the chat. What's going on, Miss Grenades? No Michigan football today. What's up with that? I didn't know they had a bye week in college. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Productive or not. Maybe TW distracted you. Okay, you're distracting me. It's all your fault. All right, so we're talking about the res here. And I don't mean the Indian reservation. This is the reservoir. And so, right, I'm kind of, at the top, I've constructed these, spots here and here. And here. So I had to do 3 dams. Well, actually, 4. But this one's massive. Giggity. And, so to make this happen here, keep all this back. But then I might end up bringing it up a little higher and flooding out this area here, this wood farm here, its days might be numbered. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. The longest the droughts get right now are just like about 8 days. So, and when it's hard mode, I believe droughts for 30 days pretty quickly. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, moving on now to my tour before we continue the construction. So we have giant reservoir, that there, and then, and you see also I've got these sweet ass bridges now. These bridges are sweet ass. They allow me to, you know, make a bridge. And then, all right, so we'll just hit play because time is money, friend. We'll let the beavers do stuff. And right, basically what had happened was during droughts, the water is not flowing right now. I might end up making this aqueduct system to where I pump water up out of here and like bring it up and circle it around and have there be some sort of water wheel generator. But there are more than one ways to make power in this game. You can slave labor it up, which we're doing here. Oops, sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Really take care of the UI. But we can force the beavers to push the wheel like Conan the Barbarian in his training days. Oh, E-Dog. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Okay, but we got beavers on the water wheel here. So that's one way to make power besides the water wheels. And then there is a larger water wheel that is more efficient and provides more power. But it kind of needs more flow and whatnot. But in a drought situation, there is no flow. And with these beavers, you can also, right, you can make an engine, which is a power generator, and you feed it logs. And that is very effective when you have a good tree farm going on, which I could switch to that. But another form of power, you can use gravity, which I am currently constructing this massive tower here. An overcompensator of things. Yes, 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 indeed. You see here what I got going on? There could be other ways to build what I'm doing, but we're doing it, and doing it, and doing it well. So basically what it is this piece of equipment at the top here, the gravity battery. It'll drop this battery down, and as it's dropping down, it's generating power. And then like all these, you know, Who's Your Daddies here are gonna grind their way down here and generate some power. And I will be basically moving all these factories that are here over to here. And this will be like, you know, the power hub and noisy area and where the beavers go to work. And this will be kind of some storage and food growth, because food's important. Kohlrabi still is the main diet of my beavers. And I have not made any kitchens yet. You can make kitchens and cook up the food, make them a little more tastier for the beavers, and then they're happier. So that will happen in time, but we need to definitely have a good source of power going to have that happen. So right now, basically, we got, well, the beavers are sleeping. But we're building this tower. That is the goal right now. So you can see kind of a little bit more of the brain of Bushy here and how the game works with making an army of worker beavers. They're going to find their way over here and build this thing for me here. And I need quite the supply of planks and logs, I guess. Just planks, I think. Planks and... oh, yeah, a few logs with the stairs going on there. But we're doing that and dealing with the drought. Cool. I'm just looking at the chat there. Appreciate you guys for stopping by and hanging out. Listen to this crazy old guy ramble on about his wood. I've got it. Look at all my wood. You're looking at my wood. Extreme close up. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so we've got the beavers working super fast right now. Like super fast. We have 6 days of drought, so this is a test. This is actually the longest drought. So we're going to see how far down this water level goes right here. As we are pumping it up. We got a foursome. The fearsome foursome. The fish cam compensating for the dryness. Yeah, something like that. Have the fish been over there? Right now they're all hiding. They were over there, of course, when I was standing up. Okay. Fish or pumps. And you know that beavers do not eat fish. Blah, blah, blah. Words are hard. But yeah, no, beavers do not eat fish. I thought that maybe they would, but they do not. Okay. Oh, hey, we can name some people. And by the way, there's been many generations of beavers that have existed in this crazy world of mine. So it was not easy. I didn't really upkeep with your offspring, but now that you're here, would everybody like to become a beaver again? I mean, one's in the chat if you guys want to be a beaver. One's in the chat if you want to be a beaver. We're gonna make Ziller a beaver because he has no choice. He's definitely a child. Let's see here. And Saint, you also have no choice. You don't get the vote, Saint. Everybody else gets the vote, but not Saint or Ziller. All right, E-Dog. E-Dog's sweet. E-Dog's volunteering. He's a young beaver. He's gonna go do beaver stuff. Sweet. Okay. So for now, you guys are child. You guys aren't. I'm not able to enslave you just yet, but your days are numbered. Let's see, E-Dog, you're 90%. Ooh, you're almost there, buddy. Saint. Oh man, I made Ziller the baby. He's like in the terrible twos. Of course he is. Okay, so moving on. You don't currently have a job. You guys just get to lay around. And then so for right now for the beavers' pleasure, I have a rooftop terrace. If the beavers get injured, they can go to the medical beds and get healed up and whatnot. Okay, here we go. Ooh, dang it. He was doing a back scratcher there. Back scratcher is a popular thing. A couple more medical beds as the beavers do get injured since I work them, right now 18 hours per day. And then they do break their teeth, since they use them all the time. So I have a grindstone for them. What's going on here? Why is the Forester McForester just sitting here? And we are currently at 44 beavers, 4 youngins. If I can stick around 50, it's pretty good. Food starts to kind of become a thing after a while, but we're working on evening that out. Oh, Molly needs to be a bushy. Molly needs to be a beaver. All right, Molly, hold on. We'll make you a young buck here too. All right, here we go. Molly, you have been created in the beaver essence, and you are almost an adult, so you will be going to work real soon. Sweet. You're a naughty beaver. Yeah, I've caught you in the corner a few times, E-Dog. But don't worry. It's only because I was trying to find a corner for myself. I do have a few trivia questions for you guys when I take a little break here. Perhaps you'll be into that. I didn't make a slide just yet for it, but I'm going to do that as I have some good material. And basically it's going to be pop culture, movies, TV, and whatnot. So I look forward to asking you guys a few questions and seeing if you would know. But you E-Dog, there's a couple of movies. We'll see how good you are. I know you know your stuff, buddy. I know you do. Okay, so here we go. Oh my goodness, look at this. The Tower of Bushy. It's not leaning. Or is it? Okay. It's been a while. So I did use the gravity battery in in previous save games, but it's been a while and I don't totally remember how much they generate and all that good stuff. So we could actually start moving these factories over there too. Okay. And unfortunately, you do lose some resources when you destroy these guys, but that's okay. I'm not going to cry myself to sleep too much. Centrifuge. Yep. Basically, all these things we're touching, giggity, as they share power that way. That is one way to do it versus lining up a bunch of these gears. The power shafts. Giggity. Everybody likes a good shaft in their day. Oh! I see somebody here. Oh, wait, I'm pushing the button. Okay, hold on. Now I don't know what's going on. I see you, Ziller. Ziller! Good of you to be here, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope things have been going well for you, man. Thinking of you. You came to look at my wood, didn't you, Ziller? I knew you'd show up if I pulled out my wood. Okay, so now I'm distracted hardcore. Ziller's in town. The flip-flop. I should have heard those flip-flops coming up behind me, you know. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to go for it, and then I'll figure it out as it goes. We're destroying everything. Almost everything. And then, we're going to go over here. Ooh, something's beeping at me. Batteries are charged. Look out. Then see what had happened was. Okay. We're making the wood. You see that? See how that works? Huzzah! And we'll definitely do the two-banger again of this to start. And let's see. Cool.
I think we're parked, man. Oh, shit. I think we're...
Oh, I did not mean to double tap that one. Okay. So, we're building stuff here, though. But you're not working yet because there's no power just yet. What are these things taking? Hold on. Do I have enough material? Gears, planks, logs. Gears, planks. We'll definitely go on the logs. Oh yeah, the planks. I kind of like destroyed the freaking planks. I'm so smart sometimes. But we're working overtime here. We got Yera and Ugatooth. Hey Ziller, I turned you into a beaver. Hold on. Are you an adult yet? Nope. You're still a child, Ziller. You're still sucking on your thumb. Oh, you just turned into an adult, I think. Oh, nope. I'm special. But you are the lone child. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna slow things down a little bit here. We are in freaking warp speed beavers. So let's check everybody out here. E-Dog, what you up to? E-Dog is working at the builder's hut. And he is currently climbing. Oh, nope, he's returning. He's returning. He's about to go to bed too because we are dark. And the drought's about over too. So we'll get to see the actual flow of the rivers. What if you want to be a frog? I'll look into it and see if there's a mod to turn them into frogs. I don't know. Do frogs and beavers get along? I don't know about that. If I was a beaver, I'd go up and slap shit out of a frog if he came near my place. E-Dog, you're hungry, dude. Why'd you go to bed hungry, E-Dog? That's never good. You should have eaten some tacos. I bet you that no matter what you are, E-Dog, you are eating tacos at every meal. But there's plenty of food here, E-Dog, you can eat. There's the casavas, which actually I think needs to be cooked first, but it is there. You could eat that. It's better than cardboard or pine cones. There's some berries, and then there's a whole shit ton of kohlrabi. So, I don't know why you're angry there, E-Dog. And then Molly, see what happened to Molly? What is Molly doing? She's also working in the builder's hut. There is a lot of building going on, so it's not surprising that you guys are working at the hut. Oh, wait. But Molly just sitting there. What's going on, Molly? How are you working in the builder's hut but not going to work? Oh, hey, look, it's done. 4,800 HPH. Okay, hold on. Watch my brain work. Oh, no, it's not quite done yet. We're almost there. No. Okay, beavers. Go, beaver. Go, beaver. It's your birthday. Big ass beaver. No. Okay, so we're gonna at least have the supplies here ready to go. Prioritize. Okay. There we go. We're getting there. And I think I was gonna make another one here too. All right. So yeah, right. Excitement. We got the water flowing. Even flow. So the water's coming out here. Right. See it? It's coming. Meow. Meow. It's going around filling this bad boy up. And we're down a little bit. So this is my overflow point. It'll end up coming over that edge there. Just kissing this rim here. Kissing the rim job. Oh, hey, look at that. So we went down. There's a block and a half there in those 8 days. Okay. Good to know. For future longer droughts, we may have to end up, yeah. This reservoir here, this section here. Meow. That may become bigger. That's what she said. Anyways, don't be distracted by that right now. We're trying to be distracted by this. The non-leaning tower of power. We're almost there. One more gear needed. We have 60 available, so that's not the problem. There we go. Okay. The demand, the supply. I wonder. I think this right here should be working, right? Have to wait for the morning for the beavers to go to work, maybe? It doesn't say it's lacking power. Now it just says lacking worker. Do. You doing some photos, are you, Molly? We can get rid of this user interface. It's not as ugly. Watch these beavers. What's going on here? We have a lot of beavers that are picking some wood. Okay, so what's going on here? Did I not do it right? It's not doing anything just yet, so I'm really smart, you guys. I'm well prepared here. Alright. Oh, here we go. Make some beavers go to work. Oh, I saw Ziller got employed there. Go to work, Ziller. Oh, hey, look at that. There we go. Oh, here we go. It's falling. It's free. Free balling. Okay. All right. That's pretty slick. So we may end up adding another one right here at this spot here. We'll see how it goes. Sweet ass. Heck yeah. I made it gooder. Okay. We'll slow down a little bit here. We don't need to make them hyperventilate too much. Okay, so that is happening now. So we could abandon the facility pretty much altogether. And the water wheels can go away, and I can pretty much plant. This is the mangrove fruit. The beavers do eat this the second that it's available. So, I guess that answers my question. I'm just gonna get rid of all power. Power required. Who's your daddies? No. Ooh, that was the explosive factory. It'll come back. Don't worry, guys. Explosive. I haven't used them yet in this map, but we'll do some explosive maybe in this stream here. I know some people are interested in that. So when you destroy the buildings, the beavers have to go around and pick up the materials. Prioritizing it helps. Oh yeah, this thing too, right? Decontamination pod. I could have left that over here, I guess, but it's too late. Or we'll just leave right there for a moment. You can stay there. I may actually keep contamination pods near these guys here. And we also have some bathhouses too. The double shower for the extreme beaver perverts. No. Did you want to be a beaver? Or are you resisting beaverdom? I understand. I mean, I did work you guys until you died, and honestly, I don't know why you guys didn't eat that one time and everybody died. I really don't know why you guys died. The food was there. The door was unlocked, I swear. I left it unlocked. And there aren't any computer terminals for Bowman to work at. No, Bowman, I think, enjoyed his different jobs of getting his, nails dirty, getting some dirt under the fingernails and everything, We'll change of pace from him hacking the planet and making badass beats. Okay, so we have a whole crap ton of beavers. They're not doing anything right now. They need to be doing stuff. And that's going to be, well, right, they need to make some things over here. I know what I'm doing. We've got a gear workshop across the street from it. And then we will have to also get power up and over. We'll figure that out when I figure that out. Can I just I think they can, I think I got to make a bridge up and over it, honestly. Or I could do it like this. Here, watch this. I am smarter than the average bear. And even maybe smarter than that. Can we go like this? Hold on. No. 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 I guess there's the stairway right there, though. Okay, I am smart. They connect there. And then it's got to go here, probably. No. No. I know what I want to do. Just wait. It'll happen. It'll be there. Okay. I want to do this over the top of it. And I want the freaking power thingy. This is high-tech talk, you guys. There you go. And then you have to do the shaft this way. You do the shaft the one way. And then you do the shaft the other way. And then you get another shaft. Oh, no, not that shaft. And actually, we'll get all snuggly. Snuggle buddies here. Hot town, summer in the city. Okay, now the beavers can get to work and make that stuff. And we do need to make a wood workshop too. A couple of these probably. We'll put them right here, I'm guessing. They can go right here. And we will do 2 of each kind of thingy. You guys are funny. I'm reading your comments over there in the chat. Okay, so the beavers are hard at it. We got some science beavers doing science stuff. We are currently sitting at 2,000 logs. 252 planks. Okay. Beavers are doing a nice job of bringing the materials over. So when you do get a crap ton of beavers, you unemploy them all from all the, you know, minor jobs and employ them all in these here, the builder huts. So you can do 4 beavers per builder hut, including the 4 beavers at the igloo center. So I currently am able to do 4 times 4, which is 2 beavers? No, I'm just kidding. It's 16. But I can do 16 beaver builders at a time, and I guess 20 would be a funner number. But for now, there is, well, hey, that'd be a funner number. Was there room actually right here? Where do we want to make them go to work at? We can enslave them over by the work area. No, not hauling post. The builder's hut. Now, you guys can't even escape work. You have to house yourself nearby. So we'll be able to have 20 beavers at once. I like that. So they'll really get some shit done, you know. When you have a giant ass project as such, they will maneuver. But there's a trick. For example, if you're trying to build, if I want to build down this wall here, they can only reach up 1 level up to build it. Let's get rid of this water here. So either you need to build some scaffolding to get them to reach higher levels, or they have to walk down the dam or whatever it is that you're making, so you can keep on reaching out further and further with the materials. But they can't, like say I'd want to do, I'll show you. If I go bam, 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 and then it starts going down and doing this, they're not smart enough to build the ones at the back first. They'll start filling it in, and then if it gets blocked, then you're screwed. Screwed blue. And there's ways you can do it, and you can pause stuff, and you sit there and micromanage them, and I do have to do that when I was mitigating, like flood waters coming in or bad water coming in, and I was racing to say, you know, get this diversion proper, and maybe some beavers died in the making of the process of this area here due to toxic exposure. Oh, we got a major distraction in the chat. What's up, Wayne? Good to see you, buddy. You have a good day, man? I really like that pickup truck of yours. Good old Chuck. Looks like a fun truck to drive around. I like that body style Chevy. That has the round headlights, I'm guessing, too, right? A 74? I think they do. That's the shiznit. The fish are not really... have the fish been in the camera? Oh, there went Chuck. My Chuck is the red fish in the fish cam there, if you guys didn't know Chuck's name. Chuck is the flame hawkfish. Named from the movie Firewalker, starring Chuck Norris. But right now, we're just looking at some corals, allegedly. Okay, hey, actually, for a distraction, we're going to let the beavers... no. I'm going to make them do stuff first, and then... Oh, what's going on here? Why is the power not turning just yet? Did I do it wrong? Oh, I didn't do... Hold on. I need another shaft. Critical shaft. Shaft at that angle, you know? Everybody wants the shaft at this particular angle to power their Hoosier Daddies. Just need 1 gear. And somebody has to come build it. Chuck and tacos? Sweet. Sounds awesome. Are you guys still allowed to ride in the back of a pickup truck in Arizona? We can here. And it's been a long time since I have rode in the back of the truck. But it is fun to ride around in the back of a truck, such as Chuck, on a nice road trip down the country, going to a park somewhere and playing some frisbee, moving on up, moving on, you know, and doing other stuff. Okay, so now beavers. We don't need to make gears actually right now. Yeah, stop that. And actually, we're gonna check this power situation here as before I walk away, because I'm going to feed the fish. Is what's gonna happen. Okay, so it's doing pretty good on the power. Supply and demand. It doesn't give me a number there technically. Sort of does. It's not the same as with the water wheels. I'm learning. All right, so we're going hardcore on the planks. Maybe not whole hardcore on that stuff. This is the treated planks, which is needed for end game stuff. Okay, so as these beavers are doing stuff, we're gonna put it on slow mode. Some of these beavers can just actually. Oh, you know what we're gonna make them do? We're gonna make them get wood. That's right. That is what she said. Basically, what that means is, let's go fill up this storage area here. Yeah. So, and while this is going on in the background, we're gonna feed the fish. Oh, Molly, you're working at the forester. So you're gonna follow behind whomever's chopping down these trees, and you are going to plant them. So I appreciate your service. You used to go get your Christmas tree like that? Oh, that'd be fucking cool. I'd be down for that. Don't forget the saw though. Don't be like Clark Griswold. Okay, so we're going to switch over though to the aquarium cam. It's currently called the Aqua Bush Cam. That was what I titled it here in OBS, but I don't know if that's the final answer. But it's the Aqua Bush Cam. And the fish might start getting excited when I get over there. And I will introduce them a little bit better when you see them all. So we're going to get up and we're going to give the fish a little bit of fish food here. Okay, so there we go. We'll see how that goes. All right, so the yellow fish there, that is a yellow tang, and he is Mr. T, also known as a surgeon fish. If you look at his tail there, near the end of his tail, there's a couple of little white spots, and those are actually spikes. There's little spikes there for defense, and he'll layeth down to smacketh on any fish that would mess with him, right? But I have a good old-fashioned community tank, so nobody really messes with anybody too bad. All right, that fish right there, the big old blue one, the purpley-looking guy, that is Boss Hog. Boss Hog is a coral beauty, which is a type of angelfish. Boss Hog likes to eat, hence the name. And he's kind of plump. He's got a good old belly on him. He doesn't really like. He's very camera shy. When I go over there, if there's food on the table, Boss Hog will show up. But if I go over there with the camera, or if I'm just looking around, Boss Hog, very skittish and whatever. It's fine. And sorry, there's a reflection there. In the little reflection of TV there. I'll do better next time, but that's not too bad. Okay, right there you go. The purple yellow guy. The purple yellow guy is, I know the name. It's holy smokes. It's Freddie Mercury. Sorry, I call him Freddie Mercury because he's very flashy, like the lead singer from Queen, and I like Flash Gordon and a whole bunch of Queen songs, like the Flash Gordon theme song or all that jazz. The movie soundtrack is by Queen, for those of you who didn't know. Is my voice kind of loud? Hopefully it's not too loud blowing your guys' ears up. But Freddie Mercury is that fish there. And he kind of, if you would be able to get closer on him, he has like these black lines coming off his eyes, kind of like eyeliner and whatnot. So yeah, that is Freddie Mercury there, front and center there a little bit. Mr. T, Freddie Mercury, Boss Hogg. You have Chuck, who is the red fish, which I described the flame hawkfish. And we do have 2 clownfish in there. They didn't really get over in front of the camera. They have a different section of the tank they like to hang out at. And it's similar to like an anemone situation, but it's just a coral. A star polyp, technically, is its name. And they like to hang out there. But the clownfish's names, it's Mickey and Mallory Knox. So, yeah, from the Natural Born Killers. If, I'm just going to mansplain you there if you guys didn't know. But, so we'll go back to the game here, though. That was feeding of the fish. Hope you guys enjoyed that a little bit there. And I did have other coral. I've had many fish and corals in this tank over the time. I've had the system going for 13 years. Yeah, buddy. I'm pretty sure I started it in September of 2012. It was in a different tank, actually, at that time, a 55-gallon. This is a 90-gallon aquarium. You're looking at a small portion of it. But, yeah, it's basically been running nonstop forever, and I've had the Tang, this whole time. Chuck's probably been around for 7 or 8 years now. Most of the fish have been around for over 7 years. I have a crab that looks like a lobster, technically. It's very small. It's only 1 inch. It's only 1 inch long, and it's totally in the sand, and it's just got this tunnel system. I never see it. There's a way that I could, if I got a fish that's like it's this goby that has a symbiotic relationship with the fish, and then they kind of work together of making this like entry hole of access point for them. I don't know. Someday I might do it again. But anyways, and I've had that. I know it's in there because it's called a pistol shrimp as its breed. And its one claw does a snap noise, which sounds like it's breaking glass over there. It's super loud. And so basically I hear some clicking noise over there every once in a while. And that means he's there. And you can actually go up underneath the tank and look up at it from under. And you can see the tunnel system that he's got going on. And you can see it there. It is so creepy because it'll just like scurry like through the light. Like it knows it's being seen or something. It'll like, it's like, oh, there it is. I don't know. Someday I'll get you guys a picture of it and show you what I'm talking about. But basically it's a white, black marble pattern little lobster thing, which is a crab, technically. Clownfish for Molly. And I had, I was going to say about the clownfish. These clownfish they don't go through the breeding process. But I had an original set which looked more like Nemo. They're just straight up orange. These are fancy ones, either lightning or chocolate. Anyways, but I had ones that would every single month. The female spawned. And she laid eggs totally like on the rock face on this one spot. And then for 30 days, for sure the male took care of them and sat there and blew on them. Like he would like go up and move the water over the eggs so they'd keep on getting proper flow. And pretty much they would just hatch. Whenever they hatch and they're just microscopic things, they would find their way into the water column and get ate, right? Or just not exist. It would take a whole setup and me being even more mad scientist to get the timing of that going on and remove the parents when the babies are born and have special food, blah, blah, blah. But baby clownfish would be sweet ass. That would be cool to have that. And a group of clownfish is called a harem. If you didn't know, a harem of fish. All right, sorry that we're not looking at anything. I'm kind of blabbing about fish. The aquarium is fun. It's just nice to look at. It's very peaceful and zen, just like on Ace Ventura. The creepy dude the guy with the dolphin, you know, he's he's the one that ordered the equipment and everything. He's got the shark in the tank. Right. He makes some comment about how so zen is so peaceful. I can't think of the line right now, but I know you guys know who I'm talking about. And I do have that feeling, though, when I look at my fish. They are very nice, and they're way more... in my history of having fish, I've had them my entire life. I've had aquariums. So for 40 years, I've done this. But most of the time, I've had freshwater. And those fish have no brains. I mean, they do. But they don't live that long. And, well, no, that's not totally true. Like an Oscar lives a pretty long time, and they have some personality. I've had an Oscar named Jaws. It would actually jump out of the water a solid 2 inches, 4 feeder goldfish, like coming up, biting it out of my fingertips and kind of freaking me out because it was pretty good sized fish. Very aggressive. Okay, but most of the time, though, the freshwater fish are boring for me. But these saltwater fish, they all have personality. They clearly know that I'm in the room. They're waiting for me to go over there and feed them. They're worse than the cat. I think they're in cahoots with the cat in terms of how often they should be fed. Okay, so back to the game. We are working on the storage of... we've got 262 planks. Got a little bit of metal being made here. Or actually... no, I destroyed the ironworks facility. We got to make that again here. The smelter. He who smelt it, dealt it. Is that how that works? The smelters for the iron, for making iron beams. Some kissing fish. Yep, I've had those before. I was a big fancy tail guppy guy. Like in my high school years, I was doing a breeding thing going on where I'd have these 10-gallon tanks. I think I had 6 of them maybe. Yeah, and then I had, different colored pairs and different tanks, and then try to bring them together and then make, like a blue-yellow combo one or whatever combos I was getting. Then I would get those babies and try to have them be in my main display tank. Pretty much, though, what would happen is they just become like this mutt of color and weirdness. It's very challenging, actually, it would be very challenging and take a lot of patience that me as a young boy didn't have to get out, like, awesome-looking pairs and have them breed to make that instead of creating freakazoids of nature, which also look cool, but they end up being broken back things with no tails. Yeah. But guppies were cool, and mollies, too. Molly does have a fish named after her. Mollies are fun. They're live breeders. They're always making babies. Nope. You're on your own, Ziller. I'm not going to feed you. It's up to you to feed yourself. Some berries right there. I don't know why you're not eating them. But yeah, and actually for a little while, I did have freshwater going at the same time as my saltwater tank. And those guppies in that tank were technically the California guppies. And it was the guppies that I had from my San Diego tank. They made the move, the 2,000-mile drive across snowy Colorado. They made it all the way to Iowa and existed here for a while, but they were way inbred. But I would take the babies and chuck them in the saltwater tank, and boy, the Royal Grama specifically loved live food. Just as soon as that hit the water, it was like, bam, it was gone. So that was always fun. Live feeding fish. Catching crabs at the beach. Hell yeah, that's fun, dude. We got like crawdads and whatnot around here. Like from the rivers and whatnot. It would suck to have those fuckers break and get out. My brother, I have a half brother, he's older than me. And I don't think I was around, but he had a tarantula. And the cage broke or something, like the glass cage got broke. Like in the middle of the night or something when they were sleeping. I heard a story. So there was a little freak out moment of a tarantula thing. Similar to Home Alone, yes. But it was actually a real life story to my family's craziness. I don't think the tarantula got to stay in the house anymore after that, basically, is what had happened. Oh, here. I'm going to try something. I still don't know if I got this down right. Let's see. Does this work here first? Oh, shit. Hold on. I couldn't get it to work earlier in my live test because I don't think I had a... I don't think it was working. I still don't think it's working right. This damn... Oh, there we go. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're going to see if this works here. I've still... Oh. Redeemed boom. It's not... It kind of showed up there, but I don't know. I don't think it showed the correct image. I think it's going to pop up. I'm waiting. It showed up on my Streamlabs, but it did not show up in the stream. That is some fucking bullshit. Okay, I apologize for struggling with the redemption code. Oh, look, there it goes. It just did not do the image, but it did the laugh. Okay, so hold on. Let's see if I can fix that a little bit. Okay, so hold on. Why did it... I wonder... I'm kind of looking at my Streamlabs elements here. I don't know why I didn't show the proper reward there. Hold on. It did do the laugh. You guys saw the laugh, right? Or heard the laugh? Saw the thing pop up and it was the incorrect? Let's see here. Pepe deal with it next. Should be showing the image. I wonder... No. I'm not sure why it actually did not show the proper image yet. I'm working on it, you guys. I will... I'm trying to make it so you guys can pop up your own GIFs, basically, is what I'm trying to do, in images and sound effects. It almost did it. So, but you could play Heist. And I think that there's slots. Hold on. Let's see if that works. This is the experience, you guys. I'm experimenting in the experience. I lost my 100 coins. Oh man, I suck at my own game. Okay, so at least you guys can do the... There are a few games, right? So you can gain gold coins for now, and you can sort of spend them. But let me try another redemption. Maybe it's just... Hold on. You guys are definitely my guinea pig. Hope you don't mind that the action isn't too crazy here over on the game as much as it is me talking this time. This is, you know, a city builder, Thursday night of grinding and time passing. Why is this not being made? We need more gears? Alrighty then. Okay. And then how is the power working then? How's this? So how far down does it go? It's going to go all the way down to the ground, right? Sweet. And I don't know if it actually gains power as it goes up. I think it should. But we are going to find out when it hits the bottom. Sound effects, yeah, you're probably going to do more like your fingernails on the chalkboard, Ziller. I'm sure you would. Oh, what was that? I heard something. I just heard a redemption or something. Did Pepe pop up on the screen? It's doing the sound effect, but I don't know if I didn't see it. No, it's not doing the proper image. It's saying that you redeemed it and it's putting up some bullshit image. which is not supposed to be happening, but I will 100% work on that, you guys. The image is there. It should be happening. Okay, I don't know if that's how you input the name for duel, but we're trying. Okay, beavers are doing stuff. I gotta make gears. Top priority of the summer here. Aerosmith tickets. Okay. Actually, we're not gonna. We have plenty of beavers, dude. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up, beavers. So basically, I monitor my water situation. I'm always making sure I have water. If you guys are, I am looking at things that you don't know. I'm watching my water and my food stock, you know, is actually going up. So, but food and water is critical. And the number of beavers and if they're idle or anything. And I could not make my metal smelter to delta because I didn't have enough gears. So we're going to go hardcore on some gear action. Until I rectify the situation. Alright. Oh yeah, I was over here. I wonder how these guys did over here. Well, they're still chopping away at this section here. What time's the duel, Ziller? Oh, it's right now, dude. I'm gonna try again. I don't know why it didn't work. Well, actually, I do know why it didn't work because I don't know what I'm doing. Am I even spelling duel right? Is that how you spell duel? It is, right? How special am I? Man, I'm not winning shit when I'm playing my own games here. Okay. So I'm distracting myself in my own chat, in my own stream. Winning. So hope everybody's doing all right. If you've enjoyed anything you've liked so far, make sure you give my like button a lick. Oh, the fish is in the way. We gotta get rid of the fish cam so I can get proper like button exposure because I want everybody to see me licking my own like button. Look at me lick my like button. And just perhaps, Ziller, you better be tugging on my subscribe button. Hope you did. My bag of tricks, it's full. Just in case, I don't know who's lurking out there. Trying to get you to come, Urban and any other lurkers. Perhaps Shrimp Daddy's out there. Appreciate you. Thanks for lurking. I think some people might be watching me. Alright. We are making the beavers do stuff. Okay. So basically, no. The power does shut off when that hits the ground. I'm smart. So basically, I need to have another one of those up here, I'm guessing. But then I have to connect it into there. Okay, so it's not just that easy. So we're going to... we can start doing engines. We'll do a supplement with an engine here until I get myself squared away with the battery generation as I'm winning this right now. So, but anyways, we're going to put some beavers to work, bringing me some wood. Where do I want it? I can't resist that one. All right, for now, we'll just go ahead and put it right here. And, all right, go ahead and build that. For some reason, summer's sticking around here too. This whole week it's been all hot and sweaty. Not as muggy as it had been in the summer, but definitely not fall weather. Okay. I do have a fairly good supply of wood now. I'm up to 3K, so we will start burning it. Create another shaft. How does that go back up? Work this, E-Dog. Get to work, E-Dog. I don't know where you're at. What are you up to, E-Dog? Where are you at? What are you working? You are working at a lumberjack. E-Dog, you are currently... Well, you're about to go to bed again. I think that was what you did last time. But you went to bed hangry. This time you at least ate before you went to bed. You've been eating them kohlrabies. Some dudes picked the mangrove fruit. They do like that. We could probably plant some more too. How about that? We'll slow down to scunch. Oh no, actually, mangrove is the tree. Right? Yes, sir. Where does over to here? Okay. Okay. So if the foresters going, they plant the mangrove trees, and then it takes a little while, but then I'll get some more fruit going. What do we got here? No storage available for scrap metal. Oh yeah. Storage for scrap metal. We can work on that. Do one right here. Meow. Okay. All right. Making the beavers do stuff. And I'm special over here. I didn't totally know what I was doing with my tower of power. And I don't know why it's not going back up just yet. Do I have to water wheel it back up or something? Can't get all of the materials. We're short gears. How many gears have we got? Still short gears? Oh man, I have definitely done it to myself real good this time. All right. No. Even smarter I've become in my age. There, this is totally a temporary water or temporary power thing here. I am smart. All right. Oh, we didn't bring the fish back up on the screen. Meow. Fish cam. Appreciate you guys for stopping by on your Saturday. My awesome achievement has not been very awesome, as it's not doing everything I wanted it to do. I think that actually, yes, the once you have power, then that sucks itself back up. I think that is what's going on. Speed things up a little bit here. I'm waiting on this so I can do some manual labor. Okay. Just need these beavers to get over here and get to work. So that I can then make the gears. Winning. Alright, here we go. Come on, beavers. Let's go. There we go. Much smarter. What's Ziller up to? Let's see. You were working at the builder's hut sitting on your ass. What the hell, Ziller? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, you got some berries or the mangrove fruit there. And now you are drinking some water. And you are grabbing more food. Jeez, dude. Stuff in your face. Now you're enjoying yourself here at the little fireplace. And you've gone to bed. Ziller's sleeping it up. It's pretty exciting, Ziller. I've got too many workers. I totally jacked off my power supply and stuff. Oh, we got a bad tide? All right, all right, all right. So you'll get to see what happens there in 3 days. And we'll keep the time rolling. Now's a good time. Little chronic break. If you're doing something in the corner, I don't want to know about it. Oh, boy, if you're mixing a drink, I'll take some. Go ahead and grab some snacks. It is that time. Heck yeah, I got Big Brother everywhere. Here's Ziller. Fully installed in every unit. Even in the bathroom. The Toilet Safety Administration. TSA, you know. Meshes retracted. I'm gonna go back and hack the planet, Bowman, see what you said. Got a medium tank of bad water. You know what? I think I got beavers over here just, you know. What are they doing over here? They're probably on unemployment. Or they're just actually just sitting at work doing nothing because everything's full. They're just collecting that check. Got beavers taking down the scrap iron there. We're doing pretty good. The beavers have not died off in a while. We've had over 50 beavers for a minute now. Oh, hold on. We got a lot of beavers sitting around here. Do I still have... We're going to actually stop the breeding process a little bit there. And we're going to harvest this wood here. No. Okay. Get some more wood here. How's this stockpile doing? It's doing okay. Alright, speed things up a little bit here. Trojans lost to Illinois. Bummer, dude. Yeah, I don't really have a... I mean, the University of Northern Iowa Panthers. That's where I went to school. They're like Missouri Valley. We do get Kurt Warner. I get credit for that. There have been a few players from UNI. But pretty much, though, UNI doesn't do too much. And they're definitely not on TV ever. I'll watch the Hawkeyes or the Iowa State Cyclones, maybe. But I don't really care about them too much. I don't understand why the Big Ten is not the Big Ten anymore. I'm anti that. I wish that the Big Ten would have been the 10 teams it originally was, and USC would be, what, Pac-12 or whatever it was. I don't like the combination of divisions, but that's just me being old guy not wanting to change the way things were because that, the Big Ten having 20 teams. Why don't you call it the Big 20 or however fucking many teams from like Maryland and Rutgers or whatever? It's like, ugh. Anyways, like, dislike. And the portal thing. Anyways, I thought people went to college to like learn stuff and then go to sports as a side thing, Anyway. Okay, we're making some gears. We had one in stock. Wow. One more, then we'll get a stock going. We'll get it going. Yeah, there we go. You see the gear action is making the power go back up. So there we go. Right. Smarter by the minute. Cool. At least a couple of us are on the same wavelength there on the college mergers and stuff. That stuff, whatever, dude. It is totally a money thing. It's totally lame. It's greed, corporate fucking greed. There, I said it. Fuck you, corporations. Okay, bad tide has started. Ah, shit. Derp. Should have been a little bit more ahead of that. Okay. Because I did not want the bad water to get in here. A little bit got in there. And over here, we need to stop this too here. Hold on. Oh, and this one here too. Well, actually, that one doesn't matter. But here, open these floodgates. Okay, right? That's just those two spots, right? I'm just double checking. Right. And then over here. Excuse me, sorry. Double bad tide. So over here, I don't think it's going to go crazier than it is. Okay. 6 days of bad tide. That is definitely a record for bad tide. Okay, so here you'll get to watch it happening. So this water will turn red. It'll go purple and then red, and then it'll just splooge out the badness this way. And then over here I should be safe too. Right? Yep, so there you go. So now my bad water is exiting here and it's not going down in here and contaminating my crops and whatnot. But 7 days, or 6 days, it's fine. Should be alright. I mean, it's like teams from the Big Ten should meet USC in the championship game or the Rose Bowl or, the bowl games or whatever's. That's when you meet up with the other conferences. You don't merge that shit for whatever. Okay, here we go. So these guys, I have a lot of beavers doing nothing. I kind of need a giant project again. My brain wasn't totally ready for that. We can keep on adding to a wall there. Okay, we made the thing. Here we go. So we can free up more guys, which I'm trying to employ. Supply will last for 10 hours. Pause. To make sure we have haulers employed at all times now. So they can bring me that wood. 240 horsepower each power engine. Okay. The fish, they heard me talking over there. They might. They could hear me over here. I wouldn't doubt it. Yep, the extra wild card team. Yep. Yep. I don't like college players being paid millions of dollars either. That is, I just no. No. Like I said, that's for the professionals to make money. You go to college for school, and then, yeah, you get a free fucking ride if you're good at it, I guess. You know, that's fine. But think about the freaking person that's there for an education, and you sit next to the guy that's getting paid millions of dollars. And do they care about the education then at that point? Can some of them maybe, but I know what happens when you start getting that money. Anyways, I'd be fucking pissed if I was a student though, and I had to pay tuition, and then they're getting paid millions of dollars for a sport. Anyway, entertainment. Oh, hey, you guys, have fun, Miss Grenades and Wayne. You guys enjoyed Chuck the Truck. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Okay. Oh, it's an hour and a half here. Doing all right. Not a whole lot of game action this time. I'll probably change it up the next time. I really did want to show off my reservoirs and whatnot to you guys and let you see my progress. I've been somewhat addicted to this game. It's fun. It's one of those games where I'm, you know, I have the mentality, just 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes. And then an hour later will happen because I'll build something and want to see it built or stuff like that. It's fun to watch all the beavers go and construct something and do the conga line or whatever. I don't know if I'll do some more Dune or another game. I do have to pay some taxes in Dune, so I need to make some more money. The game that's worse than this game for me, though, it's called Factorio. It's a computer game. Actually, I do think it's for the Switch for some strange reason, but it's pretty much a computer game, and it is real-time strategy that is factory automation. So you harvest the resources that you then take to a factory to produce some goods, and you can take those goods and make it into some other goods, and then you're making science points to unlock more science points. It's a big old supply and demand game, super nerd out, and there's a little bit of tower defense going on. You have aliens coming in and trying to jack your shit up. They don't like noise or pollution, so you have to you make turrets and things, and then you have guns and you create a tank and drive around. But that game, I pretty much bought Timberborn and Factorio at the same time. And I spent, 180 hours in this game, and then all of a sudden I was like, well, let's try the Factorio game. It's another city builder-ish. And wow, I became super addicted to that game to the point where I have 600 hours in Factorio and still haven't scratched the surface on that game either. There's multiple planets you can go to that are all kind of have their own puzzle to how you get the science points. The science points you need to get further into the game. So someday you may see me nerd out and play some Factorio. Maybe I'll do like nerdy, slower games on one night of the week, and then do a little more action like another night. Things like I would play some Fortnite. I will play that sometimes. It's funny. The graphics are pretty cheesy, but I do have some skins that are worthy to run around in and shoot some people. I'm not uber competitive in that game, but I'll go run around and shoot some people. I also, I'm trying to save that kind of mentality more for Battlefield whenever that comes out. Then I'll run and gun and save my energy for that. Okay, so I'm blabbing about stuff. Hope you guys are having a good time enjoying me just blab about stuff. Thanks for everybody that's hanging out. See a bunch of you are watching me. I'm watching you watching me. Make sure you give my like button a lick. It'll help things out. Okay. So I was just looking at chat there. Just 57 beavers, 7 being homeless. Look out. I have 10 gears in storage. Oh man, that is just amazing, I tell you. Just overloaded with stock. So plenty of power. Is that not going up? Slowly but surely. So I need more power to make it. So we're going to enslave some beavers. I have beavers sitting around not doing anything, so they can generate some power and I can do some more stuff. We'll do one more of these. Who's your daddies here? We'll double it up. Oh yeah, E-Dog. Who's going to win tomorrow, E-Dog? The Bears or the Raiders? He's going to be homeless. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Do I know who's homeless? Does it show me easily the homeless group? Are they going to be angry without a house or something? Oh, here we go. Nope. I think Molly actually has a home this time, Ziller. Where's Molly? Yep. No, Molly does have a roof over her head. She's working hard. Oh, look at her. Here we go. We got Molly. She's lumberjacking it up. There you go, Molly. Watch you cut down some trees here. Oh, you just went and grabbed a tree, a log that you had already cut down. You're just like Arnold Schwarzenegger from Commando when he's carrying the log in one arm and Alyssa Milano in the other. Get it, Molly, get it! Oh, yeah. Yep, the Bears' defense is pretty suspect. E-Dog, just so you know. We've had some injuries. And just questions on dudes buying into the scheme basically this early in the season. I think it took them quite a while last year to get into it. Even though they lost a shit ton in a row, the defense did play well the last half of last year. But, and then our offense, you know, we've had 2 bad performances, or 1 3/4 bad performances, and then he played well. Caleb played well last Sunday. I had to not watch half of the game for him to start playing well. I totally have a thing where if I watch the Bears play, they suck ball sack pretty much every time. So I'll turn them off for a while and let things happen, and then I'll see that they're doing well. Then I can tune in. Yeah, I know that's a little fair weather action, but the Bears have disappointed me way too many times, and I smell their shittiness real quick like. But they did fool me. They had a shitty first drive last game, and then they did well. You are working hard, Molly. That's why you get a roof over your head. You are worthy of that, Molly. Well, let's see. So let's see what Ziller's up to now. Ziller all talking that smack. You're okay. You're at the builder's hut again, not doing anything. Jeez, Ziller. You're just sitting there at your computer playing VR. You are probably VR frogging up. You're playing Frogger as a beaver. That's what you're doing. I know you are. Okay. Oh, here we go. We need to mass produce stuff. Get some planks going here too. Dodgers is your focus. Yep. I wish I could say the Cubs were my focus, even though we're close to the end of the season here, and we are a 20-game above 500 team, which is better than last year and the year before and all that. They make me so nervous, though. It's the bats are the concern for me more than the pitching. The pitching staff, for the most part, is pretty darn good for the Cubs. But those bats, they were so dominant, and then they, of course, equaled that out with complete silence, and I don't know, dude. I have a feeling we're a wild card, one and done again. And I don't want Justin Tucker on my team. I don't. I would rather even though we traded prospects away for that guy, and paid him a bunch of money, I don't know. He doesn't do it for me. I'd rather we bring up one of our alleged top prospects and let them play that position, because they will do just as good, I think. And not get injured all the time. Anyways, go Cubs. We still have 4 days left of Bad Tide. We're going to speed things up with Coach here. They did make the playoffs, E-Dog. You are correct. We had back-to-back 83-win seasons, so we're at least at 90. That is an improvement. But the roller coaster ride has been a little bit harder on my brain. I was flying too high too long. And reality came crashing down on me, and I didn't recover too well from realizing that, pretty much every baseball player is slumpy. It's rare that there's consistency. It's great if there is. And those are players like Ohtani, which the Dodgers have, and Freddie Freeman. Like, those dudes are just studs day in, day out. You're not getting anything else. So, yeah. I'm jelly of that. And my Blackhawks are starting up pretty soon here, too. I drank the Blackhawks Kool-Aid. We've been rock bottom. Like, we've been holding the basement down for the last couple of years in an alleged rebuild. And it's like, yeah. I hope we win 7 more games than we did last year for this team. It'll make me feel way better. They're still going to be shitty with that record. But to be competitive would be good for this, and it's mostly youth now for my Blackhawks, homegrown youth. So the Kool-Aid's nice and sweet. Yeah, Mookie Betts is pretty cool. He's been a little injured this year, I think, though, hasn't he? I haven't totally followed your Dodger team that well. I haven't followed the Cubs actually that well because they kind of pissed me off. But I let some talking heads fill me in, usually is what I do. Because I will not pay $20 per month to watch the Cubs. I can't do that. Come on, Beavers. I know this is not a very exciting part of the stream here. Probably should have had something more lined up to build so we could watch it grow. Watching the warehouse fill up is just not very great content, There's the scrap metal. Here we go, scrap metal. Oh, see that? It went from 101 to 102. Amazing. Oh, 103. Slow down with the scrap metal. I made some banana mutt. Banana mutt. Words are hard. I made some banana nut muffins. They're pretty good. Nice little snacky snack. So if you hear me munching a little bit, that's what it is. Appreciate you for hanging out, E-Dog. E-Dog's hitting them grand slams. He gets $1 billion per shot. Well, maybe $1 million. But you hit a shot every time, so you have a lot of money, E-Dog. I'm jealous. Early Ziller, I don't know if you're excuse me, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was watching the Three Stooges and they actually had where is it at? Shiza. I've already lost it. Ah, here we go. This was the episode of Three Stooges. It's the Curly episode, the plumbing episode, the plumber episode. And Curly was actually in this position when I looked over at the TV. Thanks for hanging out, Ziller. Ooh, up to 113 scrap metal. I looked away for a second. Record breaking. No more bad tide. That's a good thing. Thanks for holding the chat down, keeping it rolling. Give me something to look at and distract me. Oh, we have lost some beavers, though. Beavers have died, I'm assuming, of old age. Oh, Saint's unhappy. What's Saint's up to? Saint is 31, working at the lumberjack flag. He is currently hungry. Okay. If anybody in the chat's out there that's not a beaver, if you wanted to become a beaver, just let me know. I will enslave you. Or put you to work, however you want to look at it. I will pay you in kohlrabi. And maybe a roof over your head. Yep, we currently have one bed open, actually. We might start doing a little breeding just in case if they start to die off here. Yep, we had a few of them die of old age there. Actually, quite a few. They all died of old age. Okay. Yeah, Otani, dude. I would have really liked him to be a Cub. I was sad when he went to LA, but I'm not surprised that the Cubs wouldn't pay anything for anything good. I mean, that'd be the right thing to do, right? Stupid Cubs, Ricketts family. Anyways. Let's see. So as we're sitting here, and you're listening to E-Dog, okay, so we'll do a little trivia. So this would be 1960s trivia. This is a movie quote. The movie, I will give you the year, is 1967. So look out, people. If you're youngin', you may not know this one. But the quote is, from the movie from 1967, "We rob banks." We rob banks. Movie from 1967. I'll give you guys a little bit of time. Think about that. Maybe put an answer in the chat. If anything, I'll just give you the answer here in a few moments. And I will do better in the future. I'll make a little slide so you guys can see the question. This would have been a good question for Buckshot and Mrs. Grenades. Nobody has any guesses on We Rob Banks? Male, female movie. They're the stars that would say this. right. Sorry, I'm snacking on the rest of that muffin there. E-Dog, the question is, what movie from 1967 features the quote, "We rob banks"? Do 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 do. 1967. Do 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 do. Okay. Movie is Bonnie and Clyde. Okay. There you got it. You were right, E-Dog. You were right. Attaboy. Wasn't sure if you were going to give me a response, but you got one. You did a good guess. You're very good. Okay, so we're going to move on to trivia question number 2. This one is from the 70s, 1970s. I don't have my glasses, so I don't actually know what year this was released. Hold on. 1978, I think it says. Okay, 1978 movie. The quote is, "Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son." Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. Movie from 1978. Name that movie. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, any responses for anyone? Does anyone have a guess for that one? Need more time to think about it? It's a tough one, you say? You want a hint? Let's see here. What could I hint you with? You guys got nothing on fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son? How can I say it? There's a scene in the movie. I'm a zit. Get it? That's also another line. Not from my book here, but that is a line that I like from the movie. 1978. Either. And it's said by... Okay. I'll tell you who said the quote or the first quote. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. Was said by a dean. A dean of a school. That's all I will say. Is that enough of a hint? That was my life. No, E-Dog. It is not the true life story of E-Dog. That'd be the Spud McKenzie episode. Spud McKenzie. Which I think actually that dog had a tragic ending, unfortunately. But he, I think, had a good life when he was a movie star. It is Animal House. That is correct. It is Animal House, E-Dog. And Animal House is one of my favorite movies. And Dean Wormer. Dean Wormer is the gentleman who is the dean. And, you know, his wife is the one that goes and hooks up with the one dude. The one guy that's the head of the frat. But yes, Dean Wormer is the one that says that to the group of the students when he's telling them their grade point averages, I believe, actually. I think is that scene. So he's like 0.0. The dude who's got the pencils hanging out of his nose and shit. I like that movie. Okay, so we will do one last trivia question here, as we are on a little bit of a break of the game, and we'll probably call it in a little bit here. I don't want to bore you guys with the nothing that's a visual pleasure that is beavers grinding out some wood. But we will stop. We will do one more here, which is we're going to stop in the 80s. So we're going to move to 1980. What year is this from? I don't have my glasses. It's saying something. Hold on. I got to get some glasses on. My bad, people. I have old guy eyes without proper glasses. It's not telling me what year the movie came out. It's got to be like 88 or something, or 80, 89. Okay, but anyways, the line is, and I'll look up the year if you guys need it. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. And my voice is nothing at all like the voice that he's saying that line. So 1980s movie. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. Molly. There you go, Bowman. You're on it. Please give me the right answer. Awesome. Thanks for participating in my trivia questions, people. That was fun. For me, anyways. Hope you enjoyed the few questions. Like I said, I will make a proper slide or something like that, right, for the questions that I have, so you can get a little visual going on. I would grant you some gold coins if I had the power, which I think I have the power, but you can't spend your gold coins, so honestly there's no reason to give you any gold coins right now. You could be like Scrooge McDuck. You could pretend you were like Scrooge McDuck because the coins aren't real. But you could pretend like you have the giant building full of them, and you go jump in them and swim around in them, which is a total fantasy because that wouldn't work either. But we're in imagination land here with the Dungeon Master Bushy Experience, so I hope you have fun with all the gold coins that you have earned from your trivia. From all your trivia knowledge. Useless bar trivia basically is what I am full of. Someday if I go to the bar and they have trivia night, I might win some free tickets for some snacks. Franchise. What? Holy shit, franchise. You're gonna get blown the fuck up. Proper here, franchise. Hold on, dude. Wait a minute. I got one for you, franchise. I gotta find it. Shit, where's it at? I'm working on it, dude. It's somewhere here. No. I know I got it. Fuck me. I'm trying, franchise. I swear I had it. Now it's not fucking there. So, it was supposed to be there. My RPG guy is gone. Hold on. We're going to do some live action adding for franchise here because I'm a freaking moron or something. Media source. We're doing it. We're calling it that. It's got to be in the GIFs. Hold on, people. Hang on, franchise. I'm trying, dude. I had it proper for you. I really did. RPG? Is it this? Oh, no, it's not that one. I seen it. Here we go. It's RPG 2. Here we go. Ow. Oh. Where'd it go? There we go. Oh, it's fucking with me. It is fucking with me. Oh, man. It's totally jacking with me. All right, franchise. You're seeing me live right now. Why is it... it's supposed to be that, but way bigger, dude. Oh, I know what's up. Hold on. I think that I know why. Properties. I got to loop it. And there we go. Here we go. Hot town, summer in the city. There you go, franchise. Appreciate you stopping by, dude. In this game... Oh, I got to stop him from being on the screen, though. Hold on. And this game is not totally, you know, very action-packed franchise. There is some exploding that we can do with some dynamite, but I'm not actually set up for that at the moment. You've caught me off guard. So distractions are totally in line now. Perhaps the next time I would play this game, we would do some dynamite exploding with the beaver action, and you can see some wood exploding. But with the franchise, yeah, dude. Appreciate you hanging out, dude. Just for a little bit here, even if, yeah. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Do whatever you gotta do to chill out and enjoy yourself. Cool. Okay. And if you would ever want to be a beaver franchise, I can make it happen, dude. I can rename a beaver in your honor, and I could even just call him like Boom or something if you wanted. But we're probably getting close to the end of the stream here. But like I said, if you would ever want to be a beaver, the possibility is there. You could live out your life as a beaver. Sweet. Yeah, so if anybody out there likes what you've been seeing, though, lick that like button as much as possible. Appreciate you. Nice seeing people out in the chat. Nice seeing people watching me, even though I don't see you totally, but I see you see me. Okay. Yeah, the beavers are doing stuff. I guess, they're just like making the gears. We're up to 79 gears, so not very exciting. End game stuff. What I'm looking to do here, though, for you guys, so you have an idea of what my goal is. I do need to make a swimming pool, the exercise plaza. We are going to make a wind tunnel because these iron teeth beavers, they do like to fly, so they have that going for them. We will get a wind tunnel going. And then you got a detailer, which, oh yeah. Yeah, you can put like custom stamps, I believe, on the beaver tails. We'll get that going so we'll customize you guys' beavers next time. That'll be cool. The motivatorium. That word was fun. I said that first time go, I think. Mechanical theater that educates beavers on the core iron teeth values. Well, alrighty then. That is work, work, work. And the last thing you can build here with making them happy is a mud bath. That sounds pretty nice. A dirty beaver. A dirty wet beaver. What a screen that'd be. Stream. You know what I'm saying, Vern? And then the monuments are the end game things, which also I need to work towards. So perhaps I'll make some of these in off-stream action because I got to grind a lot of material. Well, not necessarily for the labor monument here. A labor monument just requires some wood. Get the Flame of Unity. Some wood and some steel there. The Tribute to Ingenuity. To require some of the treated planks. Whole shit ton of freaking gears there. 400 gears. So gears are just going to be constantly made from now on. That's for sure. And then the last thing, end game for these guys. It is the Earth Repopulator. These beavers, because, the Earth here in this setting, the humans fucked themselves up so bad that we're gone. We killed ourselves off. And the beavers exist on the planet. And at the moment, they just exist, right here in the game, what we're looking at. So what I'll do is I'll make this repopulator, which launches the beavers out into the world to create more beaver colonies and spread the beaver way. Very cool. And I look forward to doing that. But that is a butt ton of material there. Like 1,500 gears, 2,000 planks, and 2,000 steel beams. So I have some work cut out for me there, but that's all cool. Whole bunch of science stuff. There's actually a whole shit ton I need to unlock, but yeah, I won't bore you too much with this here today. So we will switch over to my top 3 YouTube stories of the week, though, no, not of the week. Well, yeah, of the week. I didn't come across them all this week, but I have them in my stock. So we're going to look at my YouTube pictures or thingies of the week. I don't have a proper name. So they're just things. Things and stuff. You know what I'm saying, Vern? All right. So image number 1. So basically, as I look across my YouTube feed, there'll be strange or random images that are clickbait thumbnails, and I either click on them or I don't, or I just laugh at them. And so here's image number 1. Jerry Springer had the old home wrecking hillbillies. Now, I just cracked myself up when I saw this one. I did not click on this one, I promise you, as much as I wanted to. But I really didn't want to see what type of ladies that guy was, trying to wreck a home with. I can imagine. I didn't want to see it this time, so I just, I just looked and laughed and good old screenshot of that. So that's my first image of the week. Nice and random for you guys. Franchise? I don't know, dude. You may have pushed a button that one time, dude. And I heard some large explosions over yonder there. And maybe it wasn't you, but every other stream I've seen when there's your name appearing somewhere, there's a button pushed and, I don't know, things blow up, dude. I don't know. Okay, so here's image 2, no. Image number 2. Look out, dude. Words are hard. And this one is totally... The man is watching this all the time. It's annoying, actually, that when you have a conversation with anyone or watch a video, that it takes, sometimes less than a day, and then your feed will be full of advertisements for whatever you were talking about or whatever you had looked at. So, clearly I've been playing beaver game, Timberborn here. And in my feed, of course, beaver videos start popping up. So studies show that watching a beaver eat cabbage lowers stress by 17%. I won't lie to you, I did click on that one. And it was kind of, it was relaxing, I suppose, watching him grab each piece of lettuce there, or cabbage. Cabbage, it was, a beaver eating cabbage. They did get me. I added to that 6.1 million views from 4 years ago. So yeah, that was my second image. A little bit of anger there. Passive-aggressive anger towards the man watching me all the time and spying on me and then thinking I know what I need to watch. Which they do know sometimes. Anyways. Yeah, there are many beaver ads and then just random videos about beavers, dude. Okay, so. And now we will enter image number 3 of the week. This image is actually a news story which I saw... Earlier, I saw the first half of it, the actual news story, and then this appeared on my feed some days later. So I did see this where there was a car running away from the cops. They jumped the drawbridge. Now, the first that I saw of it, I only saw from the police pursuit perspective. I think actually it was from the drawbridge on this side of it. And you see, a vehicle make his way past the cars that are parked there waiting as the bridge is going up, and then there's cops sort of following them, but they don't know really how to handle the situation because nobody does this except for anyone that plays GTA or that has watched Blues Brothers. But yeah, the dude totally just ramps it, right? And I didn't see the after effect. I just knew that they had made it, right? They didn't show me the video, but then here's the image of them clearly, and it's like an Audi, they're driving their fucking, probably a stolen car. But they jump that bridge and they get away. They at least got away for that moment in time. So that shit, people are crazy. Straight up. And that just makes me laugh, even though, yeah, that's the bad guy. They're doing bad stuff, but then whatever, dude. Whatever. It made me laugh, and it got me to take a screenshot and share it with you all. So I do hope you enjoyed my 3 random images of the week. I really appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me this Saturday again. I feel like I have a whole bunch of ghost watchers and randoms all watching. I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out and watching me ramble on and play a little Timberborn here. I know that's not the most exciting game in the world, but it is fun to crack out on and watch the resources go up and me build crazy reservoirs and whatnot. I hope you enjoyed the fish cam. Yeah, Chuck there. That is his like pretty much area. He always houses out there, and you get Mr. T coming in. Mr. T does like to photobomb at any opportunity when I go over there to take pictures and, of course, feed. Mr. T is pretty much first one there. So, but all right, you guys, I won't make you suffer through me rambling on a goodbye, and hope you guys enjoy my credits, and you have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good night. Have fun playing video games, watching movies, hanging out with your friends, hanging out with your family. Do what you want to do. Most of all, just be nice to everybody out there. We're all in this together, people. Have a good one. Bye, everybody. Appreciate you all. Peace out.
Oh, it's Bushy!
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Look.
Bushy!
Logging in.
He's right over there.
Nice.
Bushy! Holy shit, yeah, this is gonna be crazy.